love to hear a little bit about, now that you set the stage with the fire, what were your duties, or what did you actually encounter as first due?
As first due, when we rolled up, I was part of our forcible entry team. And our forcible entry team is tasked with always life, right? We're all about life, number one. And secondly, we have to identify the seat of the fire. So we go in and there's confusion, and one of the supervisors, phone company supervisors, bring us over to this display panel. And the thing is boom, 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 and Battalion 6 arrives, they come in, and the display panel is indicating a fire in the sub-cellar vaults, which are like 3 stories underground. So the chief, we look at one another, we got to go. There's 2 employees missing at this time. So other truck companies are assigned to ventilation and also to look for these fellas. And our task is, down you go, fellas. So I was with the lieutenant, and I had the irons, another firefighter on the 2.5 gallon extinguisher and pike pole, known as the can. We started going down and down and down. And the further down we got, the hallways were long and tall, like a high school or whatever, but they had the fluorescent lights on the top of the hallway, but the smoke was starting to gather at the top of the lights, so it had a real dim glow to it. And at the same time, the fire alarms, like claxons, were going off, like a submarine. Like, it was like, whoa. We kept going. One employee was there. He says, "It's down here. Take off." And we approached this steel door, and it has danger, high voltage on it. And the lieutenant looks at me and goes, "Maybe not a good idea to bring in the Halligan." And in the process of all this, 5 Engine, who was returning from a false alarm, was already in front of the building when we got there. And they're in the process of hooking up. And they're stretching their attack line. They're behind us. We can hear them. We can hear the transmissions. They're behind us. But we got to find it. So we open up the door, and down we go, a short set of maybe there's 3 little staircases, go down several feet, and now we're in 0 visibility. 0. Can see nothing, nothing. I mean, I only have 2 years on the job now, but I'm like, whoa, I carried a light and everything. I'm saying, son of a bitch, doesn't work. You know, I'm like, until I put it right on my face piece, I couldn't distinguish it. And so there's a lot of chaos. We can't see anything. We're now in a confined space. There are no secondary means of egress. Our only way in is our way out. So now 5 is taking the line behind us down these staircases. So we're like, big wall of smoke. And now the polyethylene that was on the cables is starting to melt. And it's melting on the floor. So our boots are starting to adhere to it. So we're sticking to the floor as we go. In our offices, to make a transmission, we'd have to remove their face piece, and they're making transmissions. And I'm saying, good God, they must be taking a hell of a beating with each transmission.